So intuition is the capacity to reach, to know something without knowing why you know it. The knowledge just comes to you, just like that. Now there are, may I sit down? There are special, there are special people, they're gifted in tribes, among the ancient people. If they know that you have the gift of intuition, they will separate you from the warriors. You will become the medicine man. Now, sometimes we call them witch doctors, unfortunately, when religion came in a big way, suddenly these people were called witches and all of that, shamans and all the pejorative names. But at that time, there were no doctors. So what did they have? These people, especially gifted with intuition, they know where the animals were going. They know where the fish was swimming. They know which bark of the tree, which leaf, which bush can cure a particular illness. How did they learn it? Did they experiment in some laboratory? No. They probably dreamt it. They probably came in a vision that this is the cure for this disease. And they actually use their faith. When I say faith here, I'm not talking about religion. The entire community believed that they could heal together to certain chants, certain incantations, and the person will be healed because there was a big connection between the spiritual world and the physical world. Intuition brings us closer to that spiritual aspect, that divine aspect of the human being. And yet, of course, I remember in Ateneo, we're not supposed to be dabbling in these intuitive things. And yet, when I was a boy of 10, I was gifted with that ability. Of course, I didn't share it with my Ateneo priests and my classmates because they might say, this guy is a sinner. But I had the ability to tell fortunes at a very young age. It was a gift, perhaps, I inherited from one of my aunts who was also a manghuhula. Of course, I stopped to practice some time ago. That's when I stopped drinking. Because the fastest way I could bring out my vision was to drink. There are many ways to do it. You can meditate, you can exercise and tire yourself until you go to the alpha state. You can dance yourself to death. You can take drugs or I prefer alcohol. Pag palagihan na ako, I would tell fortune. Oh, this is what will happen to you. And usually 3 or 5 months, it will happen. I'm now teaching entrepreneurs. Their favorite session was to have a drink with me. And there was one guy, he was into bodybuilding of trucks. And he asked me, "Sir, when will I become very rich?" Because he was an entrepreneur, he was making money, making 20 vans a month. So I look at his palm. I will also do palm reading and all that, card reading, crystal ball reading and all. Those are all just props, by the way. What really comes from here. Props lang yan, para medyo bumilib kayo ng konti, di ba? I look at his palm and said, "No, you won't get rich until you're 40. Sir, tagal naman. 30 na siya mapag-intay. No, sabi ko, no. But you become very, very rich at the age of 40. Fast forward, when he was 40, I was invited to a dinner. "Sir, I have become very rich." "You're correct." How come? From 20 bodies a month, I'm now making 600. 20 truck bodies? Could you imagine? How much is a truck body? So, calculate. A month. So, mayaman na siya. Kasi kung multiply. I go, oh, okay, good for you, good for you. So my students would usually, corner me, sir, maying gabi, inuman tayo. Ano, free fortune telling na naman? But, that's beside the point. They found out in the US, however, that the one with the highest extrasensory perception, which is ESP, or intuition, are the chief executives. Bakit? Kasi siguro kaya sila naging chief executive, sila nga yung may intuition na, ito yung negosyong papatok. Ito yung line of attack na papatok tayo. Ito yung dapat natin gawin. Sa dami-dami ng variable sa negosyo, mapipili nila anong tamang daan. That's a special ability. That's why the top CEOs in the US are paid $40 million a year. Imagine that, $40 million a year. Pinag-aagawan. And you don't have to come from the same industry. They're actually picked because of their ability to intuit. Kung saan sinasabi ko na lang, alam mo kaya magaling sa intuition ng mga chief executive? They're the only ones in the organization allowed to guess. The rest of you mortals have to analyze. Or give me justification. Give me a project study. Pero pag sinabi ng bossing, ano lagay ko, ganyan. Oh yes, sir. Dahil nagpa-practice siya ng intuition, nagpa-practice siya ng guessing, gumagaling siya. Like any skill, practice guessing. And you will be good at guessing. Like any skill, I tell you. I tell you. But intuition is not just about telling fortune. It's about sensing danger. It's also about finding an answer to a problem. Suddenly, without the process of reasoning, without using logic, bigla na lang, tatalon yung isip mo, nahanap mo yung sagot. That's intuition. Intuition is also emotional bonding in the sense that, during the American-Vietnam War, there were a lot of mothers who would come to the headquarters and say, I think my son died in the war. I had this uncanny feeling he died. And so sabi sa kanya, no, ma'am, we don't have any record of your son dying, etc., etc. And 2 weeks later, the news will come out, the son has died. So what is that? Mothers have a special affiliation for their children. Women have a higher sense of emotional intuition. Husbands, beware. Nagbabago ng konti ang mga movement ninyo, alam na ng mga babae yan. Saan kaya nanggaling itong walang yak ito? Alam nila. Kasi ang babae very observant. Body language, movement, malalaki di masyado. Yung mga lalaki, mas mental ang intuition, mas vision. Of course, there's also spiritual intuition. Enlightenment. Na alam ng mga Buddhist yan. But even in the Bible, things like mga santo, ginagawa ng santo, levitation, bilocation, being in 2 different locations. All of this, you transcend your body and you get to a level of spiritual level. You go beyond your physicality. That's the highest level of intuition. So there's physical intuition, mental intuition, emotional intuition, and spiritual intuition. And everything else that the human being or the humankind does not understand, they will include with intuition. Lahat ng hindi naintindihan ng mga scientists, intuition yan. One example, ako, I've had many miracles in my health. I'm not too strong anymore because of my various health organs. So I'm wearing a cane. And I had this ailment of low blood platelets, 67,000, 75, etc. For 1 year. Sabi ng doktor ko, punta ka na sa hematologist. Anyway, doon pumupunta. Like, oh, wala yan, wala yan. So, one day when I got sick, I had to be hospitalized, and they were taking my blood platelets. Everybody was alarmed. Kasi sign pala yun na baka may blood cancer ka or may liver cancer ka. E, malay ko ba? Kaya palampas ko lang. So, suri sila ng suri, suri na suri. Wala naman sila makita. Remember, this was 1 year. So, wala naman sila mapigay na gamot. Hindi nila alam. On the 4th day, suddenly, my blood platelets jumped from 75,000 to 198,000. Like a doctor, what happened? Sabi niya, sir, when those things happen, we don't ask why. We just accept it. Siguro, power of prayers, kasi the nuns of the Assumption, the Franciscans, the Carmelites were praying for me. And siguro, I think they were storming the heavens, and the heavens said, sige na nga. Sige na nga. But that's part of it. They call it intuition. What we call miracles. People who are able to jump high fences when they're in danger. No, you all have a divine quality. And people say, intuition, ano ba yan? But that's what makes us divine. And I hope, as we move more and more towards science, that we also do not lose where we came from. We came from a divine creation.